Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kagudash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and citations to Yakim, pushing his word in truth and sincerity with all charity. I'm the brother Abiyala coming at you on a quick lesson to spend part Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kagudash. And it's going to be another precept of the day. All right, I'm going into the book of Nehemiah 4 and 6. All right, which, it's a reminder of us having that mindset of our forefathers who were building, all right, the temple, all right, during the time of Nehemiah, all right, after the Babylonians had destroyed it, all right. Now us today, the men of the Lord who've been called to this truth, are building this spiritual temple, okay. This temple not made by hands, right, but by the gathering of the elect, all right, the church of Yahushai, all right. It's the Lord has gathered us up to this word, right, and has given us, all right, this labor, all right, this house to build, all right. The scriptures, the latter house shall be better than the former, all right. So this house has especially needs to be built, all right, with that same enthusiasm as the second temple was, man. Okay, but now this is, a much greater one, because scripture says the latter house should be better. All right, so how much more us putting this effort in, all right, and building this third temple, man. Okay, so it says here in Jeremiah 4:6, so build we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to work. And this is from ChatGPT. It says the people were able to rebuild because they were united, willing, and determined. All right, that's the same mind the men of the Lord have. All right, we're united, we become one in Yahushai. All right, we're willing. All right, because why? Because it's the will of the Father, man. Our meat is to do the will of Him that sent us, man. All right, which Yahushai said that. My meat is to do the will of my Father, okay? And to finish His work, all right? And we got to have that determination. It says a mind to work means they were motivated, focused, diligent, and working together with purpose, all right? And that's something that we got to strive to fulfill, man, to have, to meet those requirements, man. And you can only do that by staying in the spirit, all right, that diligent spirit of the Lord, man. All right, make sure you're living up to your calling. All right, not distracting, man, because we're building a house, man. All right, just like a physical house. All right, there's a schedule to be done. There's we got to stay in schedule. All right, we can't half-ass in the job, because you get written up, possibly fired at, all right? And we don't want the Lord to fire us from this job, man, from this work that we were called into, right? Each Yahushua, He's the cornerstone, He's the, all right, He's the, basically who we got to watch, right? That He's our, what's the word I'm looking for, man? It skips my mind slacking, but I'm gonna continue reading. When it comes to my head, it says often used today to describe people who are ready to put in effort instead of making excuses. Related KJV precepts. This is Ecclesiastes 9:10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth, do it with all thy might. With thy might, that's right. Okay, and then what you do, how you do something, all right, that's how you do everything, man. So even the smallest little things, all right, you gotta put your full effort into it, man. All right. It adds up, man. Okay. That's how you build good habits, is doing little by little, and it adds up together until you, ultimately that becomes your identity, man. And what's our identity, man? We're servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, man. Serving Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. All right, it's motivated, focused, diligent. All right, and working together with its brother to fulfill one purpose. All right, and it's what, man? It's to build the spiritual house, and ultimately, to receive that reward, right, of being saved. Okay. Galatians 6:9, and let us not weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. That's right. We can't be weary, man. Even though it feels like the days are prolonging, but each day we gotta feel that, meet that quota, man. Feel that, have that spiritual fulfillment. All right, so our spirit could maintain diligent fire. Okay, so we could be comforted in this hellhole, man. Because without this word, we're nothing, man. All right, we're lost, we're confused. Okay, this is our healing. This truth, this word is our healing. All right, and we can't get weary and well doing, because if we faint now, we're gonna reap, and that reward is greater, all right, than the affliction. All right. Says Proverbs 22:29, sees thou a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings. And ultimately, we want to stand before Yahushua and receive those crowns, man. Receive that everlasting, rulership, and have our own a custom-made throne for us, man. All right. And scriptures aren't just words, man. They're actually ways, wisdom to live by, man. Okay. The wisdom to live by. All right. So just to recap, is a good lesson title could be, or gives starts giving me good title lessons. But we gotta maintain focus and diligence in this thing, man. We're almost out of here, brothers. All right. No matter what we're going, it doesn't matter what we're going, man. At the end of the day, it's all gonna be worth it. All right, and it can't compare to the reward, man. So with that, man, Lord, this quick video was edifying through Spirit Power Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakudash. Till next time, I say Shalom.